And yeah, I'm trying to relearn the guitar. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and the title is exactly what it means, because you guys spend lots of years, like I did, playing guitar and trying to mimic all your idols. In my case, back in the day, it was like Joe Satriani, Gary Moore, Kirk Hammett probably, but mostly Satriani, not so much Steve Vai, because I had so many tapes, a few tapes I mean, at home. And we didn't have internet, right? So I didn't have access to many genres of guitar. But lately, I believe this thing of typical legato stuff, and that I'm very used to do, especially on my Ibanez guitars and stuff like that, that really helped me a lot. But it's kind of getting into that, I don't know, kind of old school. I don't want to call it like the 80s stuff, because there's people that still do this. Steve Vai, a great musician that he is, and the music that he plays and makes, it's great. But anyways, I'm a little bit tired of that. And then I saw this guy, you guys probably know, Chris Buckley, and the way he plays, I don't know where he borrowed it from, or it's totally original, but in a sense he comes from a little bit in that John Mayer style of playing, with lots of emotion, not so much shredding, and then the type of scales that I use, because I really like shredding, but I'm a little bit tired of that typical shredding where you go like just using legato, and fast picking and stuff like that. And I'm really into, when it's shredding, I'm really into the most difficult part, because I don't think 3 notes per string are very difficult to play. In fact, I think it's easier. You have like a major scale in G, and all these notes are, for me, are easier to play, if you play them slowly. Stuff like that I'm really used to do, and some arpeggios, stuff like that. And I think it's easier to do than actually playing like a pentatonic really fast, like Phil X does. Like I really like his style of playing, like Zakk Wylde, for example, which is a great example, because he really picks that really fast, and I really like that. And Joe Bonamassa, to some extent, the same way. Eric Johnson, like when you go going down up the neck with this is very difficult for me to do in any key, I was trying to play some stuff like, but I'm still very, very green at this stuff. And I really like the approach Bonamassa does with, and probably borrow it from Eric Johnson. It really excites me to hear this type of play, not so much that I've been playing all my life. And then I saw Chris Buckley, and I see his video, I subscribe to his channel. He's like playing with his fingers, and sometimes he uses a pick, not so much distortion. The tone is beautiful. Classical guitars in the sense that more like Les Pauls and stuff like that, because I'm a Les Paul lover. And but for shredding and stuff like that, I'm at home using my Ibanez Jam Junior, right? So it's a little bit hard for me in the higher register. I know some of you guys also have this complaint, but it's you have to get used to it, because if you love the guitar and the tone, right? So he uses that approach. Like he made one video like soloing just one string, if you know your scales and stuff like that, But it's so delicate the way he plays, kind of like when you bend a note, that extra note there, that came in the lines of John Mayer and the stuff. I think it's much more melodic. Maybe I'm getting older, I don't know. Because don't get me wrong, I do love metal, and play metal, it's lots of fun for me, but especially the riff stuff, Not with this tone, of course, but the rhythm stuff, I mean, it's very cool for me. Then I'm trying to develop that stuff. Error number 1. Just using the pentatonic, you know. And some nuances. The extra note. There's some guys that add that extra note on a bend. Like, this is very, very wrong. Something like that. You can check out also Paul Davis, you know, his channel probably. He also has this very beautiful technique, although he teaches a lot of guitar and different techniques, but he also has that very particular very smooth approach to the guitar. And then I have some problems with this because my picking technique is almost always economy picking, you know? Down, up, down, down again, up, down, down again, you know? Sometimes you get in a pattern like it gets totally up and down, starting down, up, down, down, but then you start up. And it's totally up and down, okay? So that's why I'm trying to really learn the guitar, and when I play stuff on top of backing track, instead of going right, that is cool, of course. I prefer to try to give it another approach. You know, and play more with my fingers sometimes. And those things like Guthrie Govan used to do. And he still does, of course. So I don't know if I'm making myself clear here, so much talking, so little playing. But in the end, it's kind of relearning the guitar because I want to go in different approaches. I'm really tired of doing all the time all the same thing. I know I can do it, especially if I grab my jam and stuff like that, and I gain distortion. I know I can do all those dive bombs and all that shit, all that stuff. I can do it, but I'm tired of that. So I'm trying to go for another sources, like I said, Chris Buckley is a great inspiration for me right now. And Bonamassa, in the sense of using more the pentatonic and stuff like that. And it's very hard to relearn the guitar, you know? You have to spend amounts of time trying to take bad habits. And the picking technique is also very important in this case. And not just that, but the chords and the voicings, you know? The chords you can do, beautiful chords you can do in your guitar instead of always playing, you know, the normal regular chords. If I had some sound, too much distortion, but sometimes I come up with ideas like those jazzy chords, I don't know. But try to make something out of it, not just playing them. Try to compose with these kind of chords, more you know, and try to play in between the notes. I saw a video where he plays like, I think it was Paul Davis with some guy, and he plays this, because this is in C. Much more interested right now in this kind of stuff, although I'm playing it very wrong, than the usual legato and especially legato, you know, and 3 notes per string stuff. So I hope this video was somehow inspires you to do the same and try to relearn the guitar in a different manner that you're used to, because it opens up a lot of possibilities, and it's kind of hard, but you have to study a little bit and find some guys that do it and try to reproduce what they do to the best of your abilities, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope the camera is focusing this beautiful guitar that sustains forever. And that's it, guys. See you on the next one. Cheers.